Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing from where we left off by attending the Senate hearing. As you can see, we're already on Coruscant, and the General has come to the spaceport to meet us, which is odd. Just a reminder, today's video is sponsored through my partnership with W Energy. If you're looking for a clean, all-natural energy drink that gives you a boost in focus to get through the day and doesn't give you the crashes and jitters of normal energy drinks, then W Energy is the energy drink for you. My discount code Joshua265 will get you 10% off, and we do have a starter set for those who are just trying out the product. Thanks everyone, and let's get underway.
General Garza, I hadn't expected you here, or Agent Bulger.
The Senate situation is more complicated than I could explain via holo. I couldn't be certain my office wasn't being monitored. What I said before was accurate. The Senate has called a hearing to investigate the actions of Special Forces, Havoc Squad specifically. But what I couldn't say was that the senator behind these proceedings is actually an undercover agent for the Empire. The entire hearing is a sham.
How could the Empire possibly get an agent elected to the Senate?
They didn't. They just bought someone who was already in place. We have the evidence right here. His name's Zion. He represents a tiny little rock in the middle of some very profitable trade lanes.
With the help of Imperial intelligence, Senator Zion has slowly gained influence. Now he's turning that influence against us.
It's just another shot from dear old General Racton. Zion gets Havoc suspended. Racton gets the break he needs to turn the war back his way.
What's our move? Arrest Zion?
Not exactly. The military doesn't have that kind of authority. And detaining Zion would only fuel his accusations that we abuse our power. I want you to attend the hearing just as the Senate has asked. We can't risk him getting away. Go and conduct yourself respectfully. When it's your turn to speak, present the evidence the SIS has gathered. The Senate will have to investigate, and we'll be free to resume operations.
I'll get this cleared up in no time.
Remember, Senator Zion will do his best to paint you as a loose cannon. Don't do anything to prove him right. I'll be waiting in my office. Report back to me as soon as the hearing is complete. Dismissed.
Nothing's ever that simple.
Have fun,
so
Major.
I'm sure that this isn't going to be as easy as these two expect it to be, even with the evidence they've gathered. The last time I played as a Republic trooper, I was on the dark side, so I don't know how it'll go doing things the light side way.
Welcome, Major. We appreciate you taking the time to come and respond to our concerns in person. Senator Zion, you may proceed.
Thank you. As many of you are aware, Havoc Squad is widely considered to be the finest infantry team in the Republic military. Their reputation earns them a great deal of leeway, so much that they have become a danger to the Republic itself. My friends and colleagues, what is it that Havoc Squad actually does, day in and day out? Disturbingly, almost no one knows for sure. We all remember the mysterious disappearance of Havoc Squad's previous commander. No doubt, a crime was committed and covered up. And that nonsense with the so-called Gauntlet superweapon. An astronomically expensive operation to destroy a science project whose danger was never substantially proven. And it was only after that reckless operation that the Empire attacked us with full force. Why wasn't the Senate consulted beforehand? I will end with this simple fact. Since the war broke out, Havoc Squad hasn't made a single trip to the front lines. If all of the Republic's battles are being won and lost without the help of our best team, then it's time we made changes.
Thank you, Senator Zion. Major, if you'd like to make a response, you may begin now.
The Senator speaks very persuasively, but not truthfully. I have evidence here proving that Senator Zion is a paid agent for the Sith Empire.
This is outrageous. Are we really going to tolerate wild accusations like this?
The commander of Havoc Squad deserves more than to be dismissed out of hand.
Preposterous.
Thank you, Senator.
I called this hearing to present facts, not paranoid delusions.
The facts are right here. Give it up.
Though it is highly irregular, these are dangerous times. We are in no place to ignore accusations of treason, even among our own body. Guards, seal the area and allow no one to leave until we are prepared to reconvene. Senator Zion, in light of this evidence, I must order that you be detained by the Senate Guard pending charges for high treason.
But this is insane! I'm no traitor! Whatever you've seen, it must be a forgery. Some kind of military conspiracy.
Yeah, okay.
Please accept our apologies, Major. I hope you understand that you were called here with the best of intentions.
You have a duty to ensure that we're acting in the Republic's best interest.
That's right. And rest assured that your tireless efforts in the Republic's defense are greatly appreciated.
Given the change in circumstances brought about by new evidence, I hereby adjourn this meeting immediately. Major, you're dismissed.
That went quite a bit better than I was expecting it to. I'm impressed that the Senate actually listened. Then again, of the three in charge, we did save one of their lives, so I guess it works out.
Major, Lieutenant Mai, I'm General Garza's new assistant. It's a real honor to meet you.
General Garza never said anything about a pretty new assistant.
Yep, that was a mistake.
Major, Lieutenant Mai.
It's good to meet you too, Lieutenant. Could I see the General?
I'm afraid General Garza had to leave. An urgent situation on Corellia. I can put you through to her via holo if you like.
That would be great, Lieutenant.
One moment, please.
Major, I understand our dilemma has been taken care of. Reports are already circulating about Zion's secondary income. Racton could have buried us with this one. If the SIS hadn't come through, if you hadn't convinced the Senate to review their evidence, we would be finished. Well done.
I'm just glad everything worked out.
We were fortunate, there's no doubt about it. Join me on Corellia as quickly as possible. General Racton has taken the field personally. This is the opportunity we've been waiting for.
I'll get Havoc to Corellia on the double, General.
I'll give you a detailed briefing after you touch down. Garza out.
See? Senator Zion had
General
said we've never
Racton.
been to the
It sounds
front
like you better
lines.
hurry, Major. Good luck.
And yet here we go, straight to the front line of the war. So in a way, they got their, they got what they wanted anyway. Havoc's headed to the front lines.
You'll be pleased to know I remain the most advanced steward droid in the galaxy.
Outstanding news, sir. We've got a positive fix on the Deadeyes location. Garza's people just finished decrypting the coordinates we sent them. The data points to an Imperial outpost on Hoth.
Of course.
Another labor camp, most likely.
Let's get down there and bring those soldiers home.
Right behind you, sir. Once we get those men out of there, we can put all this craziness behind us. I just hope we're not too late.
And of course, we actually are going to have to go to this one, aren't we? Yep. Alright, so we're doing a pit stop on Hoth before we head to Corellia to rescue the remainder of the Deadeyes. We all know how much I love Hoth. And how much I love taking Jorgen along with me.
Good luck.
On your lead.
Yeah, won't need it.
Even Havoc Squad could learn from a veteran. Stay sharp out there.
Reminder, mechanized travel is for official business only.
Have you ever noticed how much more annoying the Republic droids are from the Imperial ones? For a minute there, I honestly considered heading into the Drift Hills outpost. I'm glad I did not. I don't know why they make these things such a pain. Shouldn't have to travel halfway around Hoth just to get to the destination. Especially not through Imperial territory. I guess it's supposed to give us some excitement that we have to go deep behind enemy lines, but still.
Taking the shot.
finally got a better chest plate. Yeah, if we could just get a less ridiculous looking one. This ought to be good.
Barracks. Hal. You two still breathing?
More or less. Didn't expect to see you here, sir.
Nor I. Care to tell me what you two are doing here?
We're rescuing the Deadeyes. Play nice and maybe we'll let you tag along.
Maybe I don't want to be rescued. Don't you get it? This operation was never about rescuing POWs. We've been after one thing, Dusk 9.
Impossible. That place is just a myth.
Is it? We'll never know now, thanks to you two.
If that's true, then you lied to the Deadeyes about their mission's real objective.
Of course. We could hardly expect a bunch of grunts to keep their mouths shut. Next to the Emperor's location, Dusk 9 is the Empire's best-kept secret. Hundreds of Black Ops projects are born there.
It's also a prison, according to the rumors. The things that supposedly go on there, too horrible to be real.
We're more interested in the intel hoarded there. We seeded thousands of bugged soldiers into the Imperial penal system, hoping for a bite.
Why so many soldiers?
To improve our odds, naturally. The more soldiers we seed, the better our chances of someone winding up at Dusk 9. We were using the wrong bait. The brass at Dusk 9 weren't interested in common soldiers. But how could they resist an SIS agent? So, I bugged myself, staged a bogus rescue operation, and let myself be captured. I was awaiting transfer when you two geniuses showed up.
You can still go on with your mission.
You don't think the Imperials will be just a teensy bit suspicious that you rescued the Deadeyes, yet conveniently left me behind? Now, I have no choice but to abort my mission and try again somewhere else.
Sir, we can deal with Zane later. Let's just find the rest of the squad and get out of here.
Jorgen, sir, they're dead. The cold, they didn't make it.
What? Trace? Copland? They're gone? But I thought... Zane.
Take it easy, Jorgen.
Stay out of this, sir. You killed them. You promised them a rescue that never came, and now they're dead for it. How many other soldiers have died for you? Huh? 100? 1,000?
You can't kill me, Jorgen. Too many witnesses.
Far as we're concerned, sir, the Imperials killed him.
What? Wait, you can't just... Major, do something!
Put the gun down, Jorgen. Zane has a lot to answer for, but this isn't the way.
Fine. He's not worth it anyway.
Much obliged. As for you, you think you can pull a blaster on me and walk away? I'll see you in prison for that.
You'll have every soldier in the Republic gunning for you if this gets out.
Right. Consider my lips sealed.
Let's get these men back to their squad. I'll call for an evac. They're off, sir. Mission accomplished.
I know it was hard, but you did the right thing.
Honestly, I'd rather not talk about it right now, sir. Let's just get out of here. Yes, sir.
Ready and able.
Sir, I'd like to apologize for my behavior earlier. When I heard about Trace and Copland, I just lost it. Would have done something stupid if you hadn't stopped me.
Losing a friend is no easy thing.
I can accept it when a comrade falls in battle, but those men were sold out. I'd have been no better than Zane if I'd pulled that trigger. I'd just be another thug doing whatever it took to get his way.
You're a good soldier, Jordan. Don't forget that.
Thank you, sir. There's always going to be men like Zane calling the shots in the Republic. Can't kill all of them.
That's true.
Better to work with the system than against it.
The Republic needs more soldiers like you. You'll make it to the top someday.
Don't know that I'll ever trust the brass again. But I trust you, sir. You kept me from making the biggest mistake of my life. I won't forget that.
I would hope not. We made it to 23 with Jordan. Now to head to the front lines at Corellia. Time to really get the war underway.
Major, good. Now that you've arrived, we can begin operations in earnest. Imperial forces, including General Racton, have invaded Corellia in full force. Local resistance fighters have barely held them back from total victory. Corellia is the tipping point for the entire war. If the Imperials win here, they could reverse all our hard-fought advances.
Corellia won't fall to the Empire on my watch.
Your target is the Bastion, one of the main centers for logistics and strategic planning in the entire Republic. Racton seized the Bastion during the invasion. He's clearly hoping to use the information inside to plan his next campaign against us. It's your job to stop him.
Just tell me where to begin, General.
The Bastion is one of the most heavily secured fortresses in the galaxy. Your team will need a lot of support to take it. To get the necessary manpower into the field, we're working with a local resistance leader, a Corellian security officer named Locke.
Local intel can make a big difference.
Before he entered Corsac, Locke served in special forces under my command. He's a dependable soldier, and he knows Corellia very well. We'll discuss the details once you arrive. We've set up our command center in a former cantina, the Gilded Descent.
I'll move out right away, General.
Watch for targets of opportunity, Major. Imperial commando teams are all over the area. See you soon. Garza out.
can't just stand around while the Empire...
Yes, we can.
While the Empire walks...
Major, I'm glad you're here. We could use a good officer. Corellia's under Imperial control. Every squad, soldier, and CO in the galaxy is fighting to get her back. We thought the Empire had taken the planet by force. Turns out, they had the Corellian Council's blessing.
Why would the Corellian Council side with the Empire?
Credits? Power? No more elections? Your guess is as good as mine. The Empire's taken over factories, shipyards, even local transport. The transport blockades become the most urgent problem. The Republic's got allies all over Corellia. But without access to the rocket tram system, most of the Republic army is stuck here.
You need someone skilled to regain access, I take it?
We've got our hands full just holding this spaceport. It's the only pipeline to Corellia we have left. Corellia is a core world, a major industrial hub, and one of the founding members of the Republic. If we fall here, it might be for good. General Aves knows more about the tram system situation. He wants to see anyone willing to help.
The General's in command. I'll follow his orders.
Some special ops think the chain of command doesn't apply. Glad you're not one of them. General Aves has a command bunker here in the spaceport. I'll tell him to expect you.
Technically, my general has said to look for areas of opportunity, so I'm technically just following her orders. Must have to go through the other way.
General Aves, I was told you could use some help.
Major, I was sure other objectives would keep you off the battlefield. Corporal Hartke explained we've lost access to the rocket trams, but he wasn't cleared to know why. The Empire's gotten their hands on some modified neutron emitters. They're using them to wipe out anyone on board the trams.
Getting access to the tram is useless if we can't ride it.
The neutron emitters only affect life forms. The trams themselves are still mechanically sound. The Republic has allies all over Corellia, but they're no help if we can't reach them. We've got to find those neutron emitters. We've received word that Corsac may have intel on the neutron emitters' location. They've carved out a safe haven in the red light sector.
What does Corsac stand for?
Corellian Security Force. Local law enforcement and our primary allies against the Empire. Without trams, the only way to reach the red light sector is on foot, and Imperial shock troops control what's in between. If you attack the Empire's supply camps, the shock troops will be distracted. My escort will move to meet up with Corsac as fast as we can.
I've gotten pretty good at keeping the Imperials busy.
That I don't doubt. You've had the ops to prove it. Once you reach the red light sector, meet me in the Gilded Descent. It's an old casino turned Corsac fortress.
That's where we're
I'll let
headed
Corsac
anyway.
know we're coming. We'll be right behind you.
Getting two generals under the same roof, won't that be fun? Corellia
Empire can do in a
heroics.
place
So.
like this firsthand. We should move quickly.
One supply stockpile down. Up to the next one. Make sure we head for that turbo laser on our way to the next supply camp. Then we'll loop back up and around to the Gilded Descent. destroy that turbo laser first before we do anything else, so we don't accidentally cancel out the bonus objective. Well, actually, until we report to the general, it shouldn't matter, so let's take out the supplies first. Alright, that gets us Imperial codes. I'd say we went above and beyond on that one. Navigating the way back to the casino is more difficult than I thought it was going to be. There we go. Now we're on track.
I'm not saying we're not on board, lady. I'm saying you're not the boss of me. Wouldn't kill you to show some respect.
This is war. If you can't join ranks and follow orders, then you're a liability.
Everybody just take it easy, all right? We're all on the same side. Now, General, it looks like your best and brightest is here. Why don't we get started?
You're the Corellian security officer, right?
It's Core Sec around here. So yeah, that's me. It's a pleasure.
Locke's associate is Captain Ferris, a contract pilot. She's leading a group of private ship owners who have volunteered to help our cause. As I've explained, breaching the Bastion will require substantial manpower. Captain Ferris and her associates will be responsible for bringing that manpower to Corellia, unnoticed.
If you can get our people here without the imps noticing, we'll be in good shape.
It's what we do best. Just have to clear up one tiny detail, and we'll be ready to jet.
The landing bays where the volunteer ships are docked have been captured by the Imperial forces. We need Havoc Squad to clear them out, fast. Understood?
The ships will be freed up in no time.
Music to my ears.
There's your coordinates, Major. I look forward to seeing Havoc at work.
Good luck, Major. Dismissed.
Need something, Major?
I'm just curious about your time in Special Forces.
It was quite a while ago now. My squad did field training and support for resistance groups on imp-occupied planets. Never thought I'd be hip-deep in guerrilla fighting in my own backyard, though. Guess that's just how desperate things have gotten. We'll have to catch a drink and talk shop sometime after this is all over. For now, though, you'd better get on with the op. Best of luck.
Yeah, you want something?
Have you been a contract pilot for long?
Since I was a kid, practically. It's in my blood. In fact, I'd be flying right now if you weren't wasting time chatting. So why don't you get on that, huh?
Sometimes it's really hard not to be on the dark side, because...
Welcome to the Gilded Descent. Corsac had the intel on the neutron emitters ready and waiting for us. The emitters are at Coronet Shipping. They're a major distributor of starship parts and weapons. The place is built like a fortress. Unfortunately, the Empire's using it as shock troop headquarters. That makes a straight assault impossible. Too many defenses.
Can we bring those defenses down somehow?
With a few months of careful planning, maybe. But we don't have that kind of time. Nearly every place on Corellia has a back door. Corsac thinks some of the Solonian tunnels run right under Coronet Shipping. The Solonians haven't dealt much with the Republic, so I sent a Corellian to do the negotiating. He should have been back by now.
Who is the Corellian exactly? Can he be trusted?
Cole Kantaris, a former captain in Corsac's Council Guard. The man's impulsive, but he hasn't let me down yet.
Sir, Imperials attacked the rendezvous point. Captain Kantaris and the Solonian have been captured.
Someone tipped off the Imperials. Do we know where they're being held?
There's a captured Corsac station nearby. It would have the cell blocks and fortifications they'd need.
Corsac needs to keep the red light sector secure. You've got to free Captain Kantaris and his Solonian contact.
Don't do this to me.
I'm on it.
These Corsac stations have room for plenty more prisoners. Help them if you can. But Kantaris and his contact are your primary concern. I'll put Corsac on alert, and tell my scouts to watch for any sign of them. Get going.
hostile.
Colcantaris? General Aves sent me to get you out of here.
Just in time, too. I didn't like the looks of those Imperial interrogators. This is Goss, head of the local Solonian Sept. She can get us inside Coronet shipping.
Suits me by the way, gestel and ectex.
Whatever's threatening the Solonians, we can help.
Innen nana axtali exun en kapras o. Tanche oni anyage. Kopekas na itzen. Kai uglap ampenke sup ex at saans.
This isn't just about your Sept. The Empire is a threat to the entire galaxy.
Kai axawaski exakrans. Gax jusas oaxdam. Kai axawaski exakrans.
I'll clear out the Imperials and help as many as I can.
Can't really ask for more than that. Place looks pretty cleared out. Goss and I will get back to the red light sector and meet up with General Aves. The Imperials will hit the Solonians hard once they discover our escape. You better move fast.
Did not even realize that was an HK droid until just then.
Havoc Squad to General Garza. Objective complete. The hangars are clear.
Good work. We'll get Captain Ferris and her associates on the move right away.
General, hey, you've got the Major on the line. Good. We've got a serious problem. Imperial troops are firebombing the residential districts. The people still hiding there won't have a chance. You've got to move fast, Major. Take the Imperials out before it's too late.
I'll move out right away.
Not so fast. We need to consider the overall operation before we act. While the Imperials are wasting time with the residential area, Havoc can slip behind them and eliminate the men guarding their dropships. Once the dropships are secured, Captain Ferris's associates can hijack them and bring in more troops for our assault on the Bastion.
It's more important to save lives than dropships.
We will save more lives by stopping Rakton than by stopping this raid. We need to focus.
But those are families' homes. There's no telling how many people are still hiding out in there. Look how long it's taken Coruscant to recover. We can't let that happen again. Not here.
If I can help these people, I have to try.
Thank you, Major. Corellia really needs people like you.
Return to base when you're finished. Garza out.
Exodaisig ex adinigat. Dai mai ceosti. Laksal ek wat we ex. Skill och nantayan kada yon tas digya.
Go save those civilians from the fire bombs. And then we'll work our way back to the Gilded Descent. I stood in the fire for too long. Alright, back to the Gilded Descent.
Major, Captain Ferris reports that she and her fellow pilots successfully navigated the Imperial blockade. They'll rendezvous with our forces shortly.
I'm getting a dozen holocalls a minute from our people in the residential district. Havoc Squad's got a few hundred new fans on Corellia.
I only did what had to be done.
You put your neck out to save defenseless people. Our people. Corellians don't forget a thing like that.
General Rakton means to assault the Republic and resistance positions in this sector. He's deployed a massive infantry force.
The main part of Rakton's force is going to move through a factory in Labor Valley. A great place for an ambush.
I'll make the imps wish they'd never left home.
We've got 3 resistance cells hiding out in Labor Valley, all ready and willing to help out. Their coordinates are right here.
Meet with each cell and tell them that the operation is beginning, then rendezvous with them all on the factory floor. Understood?
I'll make it happen, General.
When you meet with each cell, tell them Blazing Spear is go. They'll know what to do.
Blazing Spear, huh?
We're starting to wonder if you'd make it back. Glad you didn't bring the Empire with you.
The Solonians made it to the red light sector. The Imperials were too scattered by your attack to stop them.
Goss is helping her sept settle in. I didn't thank you properly earlier.
You risked your life to help the Republic. I just returned the favor.
That's worth some applause. Not everyone on Corellia does the right thing.
Your actions gained you more than one ally. Goss had her people confirm the Solonian tunnels ran underneath Coronet shipping. The Solonians were forced out of the tunnels by the Empire. But plenty of predators moved in afterwards. You'll have to be careful.
Wildlife is no problem.
As long as you're down there, you could clear some of those predators out. The Solonians would like their homes back someday.
The tunnels will bypass the shock troops, but their commander, Captain Granta, will be inside. Don't underestimate him.
What kind of tactics are we talking?
The neutron emitters, the spaceport patrols, attacking the Solonians, all Captain Granta's ideas.
You'll find the neutron emitters outside, somewhere with a clear shot at the tram system. This spike should override any Imperial security. The neutron emitters will interfere with portable comm transmissions. Once you're inside, contact me through Coronet Shipping's system.
Level 67.
me down!
Congratulations. You're inside. Did you give any thought to what might happen next? Coronet shipping is under my command. You may have beaten our defenses, but you won't get past my men.
I don't want to kill more of your men, but I will if I have to.
Those men were expendable. Outside, the tunnels were your escape route. In here, you have nowhere to run. Destroying the neutron emitters will get you nowhere. We have other ways of keeping the Republic under control.
No matter how many tricks the Empire pulls, I'll stop them.
You will be another corpse. Nothing more.
Orders, sir.
Show the Republic how the Empire handles its enemies.
Looks like that didn't work out very well for him, did it?
I just need to contact General Aves for instructions.
Captain
Granta is dead, General. We're ready to shut down the neutron emitters.
Cancel that. Imperial troops are boarding the rocket trams, trying to cripple us before we can move out. If the Imperials hit us hard enough, we'll have no one left to send. We have to use the neutron emitters to wipe them out.
We can't kill innocent people just for a quick victory.
Then we'll have to defeat them the old-fashioned way. Let's hope winning the battle doesn't cost us the war.
Alright, back to the Gilded Descent to speak with General Aves. Then we'll take the rocket tram into the next area, and that'll be where we'll conclude for today.
You made it out. We've been busy. Coronet shipping's still a mess. But the rocket trams are up and running.
There were over 24 civilians on those trams. Thanks to you, a lot of them are already off-world.
I'd be happier if any of them had stayed to help. We've lost supplies and men all over this sector.
War is part of our job. Civilians shouldn't get caught in the crossfire.
The people of Corellia joined the war when they decided to resist the Empire. We're both fighting to win. What's important is we have access to the rocket tram. We're already moving troops and supplies to Republic holdouts across Corellia. But the Empire's not making it easy. Once our reinforcements move from the rocket tram to the ground transport, they disappear.
We're not sure how the Empire's catching them, but someone contacted us who thinks he does. Councilor Balos, of the same Corellian council that voted to join the Empire.
That was a mistake. The Republic's trying to free Corellia. I want to help.
You're an Imperial now. Everything you say could be a lie.
You made it out.
Okay.
What?
I guess I'll hear you out. I'm not asking for forgiveness. But your reinforcements will never get through Labor Valley without my help. Your men disappear once they move to speeders. The Empire's using prototype droids that can bring down any short-range vehicle.
Where did the Empire find this technology?
Not found. Developed. They've rounded up the best scientists and technicians on Corellia and put them to work. My assistant, Dina Behar, has been researching the droids. I've instructed her to meet you in Labor Valley. Can she expect you?
We'll take whatever information your assistant can offer.
I should get back before I'm missed. If I learn anything else that might help, I'll contact you.
If this is a trap, we'll find out soon enough. Take the rocket tram to Labor Valley and find this Dina Behar. We need to stop those droids.
Ended up going right back into the Gilded Descent.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Alright, and with that we have made it into Labor Valley, so that is where we are going to conclude for today. Thank you for joining me for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any future uploads, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to join us over on twitch.tv/Gremory Channel 2 for additional content. Thanks everyone, and I will see you in the next one.